Okay. Hi, ladies. I wanted to send you a video. It's too much for a text or an email, but I wanted to share with you. So I didn't want to wait till April 3rd for our, or I think it's the 3rd.
Class is leaving the playground with all of our kiddos. The playground is all clear.
Copy that, Blue. Thank you. Okay. So I didn't want to wait. I think our next meeting is April 7th. Don't quote me on that, but I didn't want to wait until then to tell you this because very soon you should be thinking of beginning your student assessments, your end of the year student assessments. This leads up to your parent teacher conferences. You will want to pay close attention to your calendar because everything needs to kind of work backwards from your parent teacher conferences, which I'm sending you a link to today. Sarah made the Sign Up Geniuses. I'm sending them to you to give a final look over. We ask you for certain days. We ask you to tell us if you couldn't do it. I think it's better that you don't block time. Leave them open. So parents know that they can pick the 23rd or 25th, for example. You will want to have all of your student assessments finished, all of them, by no later than Tuesday, the 15th of April, tax day. Shouldn't be too hard to remember. Thursday is Holy Thursday. If it were me, I would back it up to the 10th, but the 15th would be your makeup day. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so starting with student assessments, remember we've combined the form. You no longer have like an academic and developmental assessment and a social emotional assessment. It's all in one form. To refresh your memory, red and orange, you have not done this before, but to refresh everybody else's memory, it's on one 2-pager. Very small. You may be only 30, but if you need to borrow my granny glasses, you can. So, and I just wanted to share with you what that might look like once you finish them all. You should probably take turns assessing the students. You can either say, okay, Mary, I'm gonna do the, up to here, and Sally, you're gonna do the rest. Or you can say, Mary, I'm gonna do students 1 through 5, Sally's gonna do students 6 through 12. However you wanna do it. If you need some tips on micromanaging, or if you need some tips and you need me to micromanage, I absolutely can, but I think you can all figure it out. However you want to do it, maybe you do every other student. Charisse does one student, next it's my turn, I do another student. Or maybe one teacher does all the assessments, hands it back over, and the other teacher does all the social, emotional behavior things. However you want to do it. Okay. You're going to want to book time with your partners. The reason for this video, and I'm kind of panicking for you on the calendar, is it is March 25th. You want to have them done by April 10th. You want to be ready for conferences this week, the last 2 weeks of April. You're going to need to find a day, if not 2, to be with your partner. Either come here, go to each other's houses, schedule a FaceTime call for after bedtime when all your kids are asleep. I used to do that with Susan. I would text her at like 9:30. We would get on a FaceTime and work together for about an hour. You're gonna want to go over every student together because you're both gonna wanna be versed in how this looks for your parent-teacher conference. I hope that makes sense. So you're gonna need to look at your calendar and decide, okay, this is Jill, what do you need?
Gonna see if she could cover until Jen gets back.
She'll be there in just a minute. Where are you?
Awesome, thank you.
Copy that. Okay, sorry. It's a live, newsroom type thing here. Okay, so if it were me and Susan and I started assessments, let's say on Thursday the 27th, and I went to April the 1st, remember it's picture day, the 3rd, the 8th, the 10th, finishing my assessments. You should be able to do this. It shouldn't be a problem. I would maybe want to schedule with my partner maybe on the 9th, the Wednesday, and talk about the students that are already done. Maybe again on the 11th in the afternoon. Maybe again on Monday the 14th. We have a teacher meeting on the 7th, so I'll be taking up all your time on that day. I hope this makes sense to you. I don't want to babble on. Let me know if you have any questions. But to wrap it up, you need to get with your partner, come up with days that the two of you will talk between now and the last 2 weeks of April so that you can talk about every student's assessment. One last tip. Let's say you run out of days and you can't do that. And Betty has done 1 through 5 and Sally has done 6 through 12. Just trade the stack with each other. So you can both agree that, yes, we agree that this is a good summary of that student's assessment and year-long evaluation. I think that's it. Charisse, does anything not make sense that I just said?
Sounds good.
It's kind of nice that you've never done it before, so if it makes sense to you, it probably should make sense to everybody else. Okay, thanks ladies, bye.